thinking of leaders in our country, you know, in the corporate world, there are many things we don't seem to be achieving. I would be very interested to know from your perspective what you think we could do better, and why our leaders not doing what you think they could do better.
It sounds flippant, but I think one of the reasons we're not doing more is that our leaders, coming back to our chat on humility and ego, I think they're often caught up in thinking they know it all. They're not sitting down and really asking themselves the question of not only what am I doing, what I'm getting right, there's probably a whole pile of things, but what am I not looking at, what am I not taking into account? So I think that measure of genuine introspection is hugely important. But in terms of what can be done, you know, I think the issue of discrimination has always been a factor in our society and therefore in our workplaces. And I think the challenge we face now is not the overt discrimination that we see in a ghastly example like Vicky Momberg. I think the challenge we face is the latent, subtle discrimination. And I think it is really imperative, it has always been and remains imperative, that leadership shine a light on this. That this is not, oh, well, let's just have another, no, we can't have a one-day training program that's way too long, you know, and then we start silly debates like that. Is this a conversation that's happening in the organization? If it's not a focus area, I think we're going to lurch from one disaster to the next, as of course we're seeing in the press at the moment.
And when you think 24 years on,
exactly,
in terms of South Africa's history, do you think our leaders are able to put a mirror in front of themselves and say, you know, how are we not contributing to a better South Africa?
Yeah, and I think we've got to get past being defensive about this. This has to be around looking forward. And I think that area of what I'm broadly putting under the banner of discrimination, and by that I mean gender inequality and obviously, you know, sexual abuse and of course racism. I think that if we could genuinely pay more attention to that and try and achieve a better, more discrimination-free workplace, I think that does make a difference.